Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most exciting muscle cars to hit the streets in years. The 2025 Chevy Nova SS 396. Chevrolet has finally answered the call of enthusiasts who wanted a proper return of the Nova nameplate. And they did it in a way that honors the past while delivering the kind of performance that makes modern muscle cars truly special. Under the hood, the 2025 Nova SS 396 packs a 6.6-liter naturally aspirated V8, a modern interpretation of the big block legend that powered the original Nova SS models of the late 60s and early 70s. This engine delivers an earth-shaking 525 horsepower and 495 lb-ft of torque, all channeled to the rear wheels through a standard 6-speed manual transmission. That's right, Chevy knew exactly what they were doing with this one. No gimmicks, no hybrid assists, just pure American V8 muscle backed by a transmission that puts the driver in full control. Of course, for those who prefer an automatic, there's an optional 10-speed. But let's be honest, this car was built for a stick shift. The styling is exactly what you'd expect from a proper modern muscle car. It's aggressive, with a long, sculpted hood featuring functional heat extractors, a wide stance, and a rear end that's unmistakably Nova. The front grille takes inspiration from the 1970 model, with quad headlights and a blacked-out grille that gives it a menacing presence. The fenders are flared just enough to house the massive 305-section rear tires, ensuring this thing hooks up when you mash the throttle. And let's talk about those wheels. Chevrolet went with a staggered 19-inch front and 20-inch rear setup, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, making sure it has the grip to match its power. The suspension setup is nothing short of impressive. Unlike the old-school Novas that had a tendency to feel a little floaty at high speeds, this one rides on a fully independent suspension with adaptive dampers. That means you can set it up for comfortable cruising, or tighten everything up for aggressive corner carving. The chassis is stiff, thanks to a combination of high-strength steel and aluminum, and the brakes, massive Brembo 6-piston fronts and 4-piston rears, bring this beast to a stop with authority. Inside, Chevrolet kept things simple and driver-focused. The dashboard layout is clean, with a 12-inch digital gauge cluster that can be customized to display everything from traditional analog-style dials to performance data like G-forces and lap times. The center stack features a touchscreen infotainment system, but unlike in some modern cars, it doesn't take over the whole experience. Physical buttons and knobs remain for the climate control and essential driving functions, which is a welcome sight for anyone who prefers tactile controls over a touchscreen interface. The seats? Heavily bolstered Recaros that keep you planted when you push this thing to its limits, yet remain comfortable enough for long highway drives. The exhaust note is exactly what you'd hope for from a big cube naturally aspirated V8. At idle, it has that deep, low-pay rumble that lets you know it means business. Step on the throttle, and it roars to life with a sound that's pure muscle car perfection. There are no artificial pops and bangs here, just raw, unfiltered American V8 thunder. When it comes to performance, the 2025 Nova SS 396 doesn't just look the part, it delivers. 0 to 60 happens in just 3.8 seconds, thanks to the combination of power, rear-wheel drive, and a launch control system that